and welcome. I'm Antonina Antosha and you are watching Head to Head with uatv. Internally displaced persons, ATO veterans and their families, and other people whose lives changed because of the war in eastern Ukraine are all in desperate need of help and support. Among other NGOs and companies helping out those in need is a fund called Namisto. And to tell us more about the work of the NGO, we're joined in the studio today by Tetyana Masanovets. She is a board member of the Namysto NGO. Hello and thank you for coming.
Hello, thank you for inviting us today.
So tell us all about your NGO. What is the idea behind the fund?
Our main idea, is to join people to somehow change our world to better. That's the main idea. And we believe that we are like beads, little beads of this necklace. One bead is beautiful, but that's not enough. But when we are joined all together and we are on a thread, and we believe that our foundation, our organization is like a thread which joins one of these beads. And we believe that that's how, just joining together, we can change the world.
How many people are actually in the NGO? Working with you?
Working about...
Who are those beads?
Who are those beads? About those who are working, it's about 5, 7, 6 moms. Those are moms. But we're joining around ourselves all people who really want to help and change, who wants to bring changes.
Are there a lot of people who actually volunteer to help you, who do want to get this changed?
Yes, every time when we have a project, there are a few people who really want to help, and they come and join this project, and we receive any help they can give us.
I'm guessing it's not only all material. What kind of help do you usually get from people?
Sometimes we need someone just to take pictures. And usually we get that help from moms who are around, but we're really open to
other people?
To other people, and we appreciate when someone comes and helps us with it. So if it's just a son of mom who wants to come and he has a talent to be a photographer, he would say, yes, please help us with this. If it's someone, we just have friends who are really talented in some things, and we ask them for help. So it's our surroundings. Mostly it's people who are around us, our friends, our family, and those who have founded this association, this organization.
What about your projects? Any particular project you would like to tell us about? The one you're particularly proud of?
We are really proud of large families, with multiple, with many kids. And recently we just made one, like a talent show, where they could tell about themselves and show how talented they are. Some of them are dancing, some of them are singing, some of them can do beautiful crafts. And we really want to appreciate this in them and want them to show that they are really talented and show that it's really possible for them to go on, to move on, to improve their talent. And that's, I believe, the most important thing and our best project for now.
Okay. From your experience, what is, you've learned so far, what is the hardest thing for those people who are now internally displaced persons, whose lives have been moved, changed, or even tortured due to the war in eastern Ukraine? What is this most important thing that they strive for?
They have to have that peace again in their hearts. And having peace again is having people around who would love them, having a place where they can feel some safety. How
do you give that safety to those people? How do you surround them with this peace?
Sometimes they only need to talk. Sometimes they, of course, need food or need clothes, and we're trying to do that. We're helping them with food or with any needs they need. Probably they need some advice, where to go or where to live. And if we can do that, we're doing that.
Okay. For how long has your organization existed?
It's really young. It's about a year. This summer it turns 1 year. So it's not very old organization.
All right. So what are your plans for the future then? Are you planning to enlarge the activities you were involved in?
Yes, we are planning to do that. We are planning to unite more and more people who want to change, who want changes for Ukraine. We have really difficult situation in Ukraine right now, war and economical situation, but we want people not to sit in their homes and do nothing. We want people to work on changing, but not to see someone work on that, but work themselves. So we have the idea, and we want to bring that idea to the mind of every person, and we want them to work with us, and that's why we're going to change and to make situation in Ukraine better.
How do you involve people into your organization? Do you have any social media pages? Do you have announcements? Do you have people going around and advertising your Namisto fund? How do you get people involved? How do you declare yourself?
Saying frankly, it's really interesting because everywhere we go, we're trying to say about us, tell about people about us. And of course, we have a page on Facebook. And our relatives tell people about our organization, and every activity has something to do with like a commercial telling something about us. So every talent show or some
or any activity, or any project, right?
Any project we do, yeah, we tell about us.
Okay. How did you come up with an idea to create this NGO? Was it a personal experience, or what happened?
Actually, everything started at maternity house when two moms met together because they gave birth to their youngest children, and both of them wanted something more, not just to be mom of one of 5 kids, another one of 3 kids.
Yeah, the power of mommy's love.
That's true, that's true, that's right. And they wanted to share this love through helping people. And they decided to make an organization which would help large families, refugees, people with low income, elderly people, and that's how everything started.
All right, well, clearly Namisto Fund is not the only NGO that is helping refugees and people who have suffered because of the war in eastern Ukraine. Do you combine the efforts with other companies who are working in the same direction?
Yes.
Any projects that are made together you want to talk about?
Recently, one of them was more for kids. We're trying to work with kids because kids are our future.
Yes.
And we're trying to influence their minds and show them that all of kids are talented. And if you show your talent, you can be more confident in yourself. And that's how, with your love inside, with a good attitude to this world, you can go into this world and you can change, you can make Ukraine better. So yes, there are more organizations who work with it, and we combine, we cooperate, we work with them, and most of that's actually with kids.
Well, based on what you just said, maybe there is a particular success story of a kid you would want to share with us that went through one of your projects.
There's one story, there's one boy. Actually, he's a young man. It's not that only us who influenced, but he's from a very good family. They have many kids, but his parents are really good because they gave him idea that it's about personality, that you need to think of, about yourself, your inner part, you need to think of. And this man is really talented, and he's going to be, I believe, he's going to be a great photographer. And he took pictures on some of our events, and we believe this is like a little start for him. And further on, we'll see him somewhere in National Geographic, for example.
So you gave him the platform, right?
Yes. Yes.
What are your plans for the future? Any projects in the upcoming future that you're working on right now?
And those projects are, again, about kids, and some of them about environment, and mostly we're working on some sport events
Like what?
Make some kind of Olympic games, a small tiny Olympic games or something.
Also for kids, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's for kids because our organization works with families, large amount of kids, and really want them to be involved in this.
So Olympic Games, that's interesting. Well, thank you so much for coming. You're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure that Ukraine needs NGOs like Namisto right now.
Thank you very much for the invitation again.
Thank you. That was Tetyana Masanovets. She is a board member of the Namisto NGO. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned with UATV.